presentation, we're going to look at augmented reality and how it can be used when we're reevaluating the use of technology in our classrooms and how it can enhance learning. So the first question is, what is AR, or augmented reality? When we're looking at the labels that we've looked at quite a lot over the last couple of meetings, it does fit into the visual learning, and it helps learners that like to see things to be able to understand them. So a brief history of AR, it is actually really old. So it's been around for a lot of years, since the early 1900s, and not just the last few years. I have been using it in my classroom for the past 10 or so years, and it just keeps getting better and better. So you can see it kind of has really come into use over the last 10 years. Things like AR toolkits, AR kits, and other releases by app developers have really helped AR become a lot more than just a novelty that you use once or twice. So you can see things like the Google Glass, which launched and kind of quickly went away, but things like Pokemon Go had 45 million daily users, and a lot of students do understand AR as soon as you say Pokemon Go. So I have been using it since the very first year I was teaching. It just has been used in various different ways. So that's how AR used to look. You used to have a target and basically a video or something that would play from it. Similarly, you've AR colouring sheets that kids can use, and then their character comes to life. And then you have the likes of Erasmus and HP Reveal, which were used in a lot of our classrooms. They're now but kind of dead, but they were around for a lot of years, and they were a lot of people's introduction to AR in the classroom. And the merge cube for me is one of the things that made AR a lot more accessible very fast. It used to be very expensive, but about a year ago they went on sale in the US for $1, and a lot of people bought up a lot of merge cubes, and there has been a community that was built through the use of merge cube, and I'm going to show you how that looks like. So there are lots of different merge apps. One of them is an anatomy AR app, and in my digital book presentation I talked about how much more interesting science learning is using multi-touch books. This is the same, it's science, but instead of a multi-touch book you're using a cube. So if I open up AR using this cube, you can see a student then has the brain in their hands, and they can tap on the screen so now you're getting right inside the brain in the system there, and you can see things like the beating heart. So when you're trying to explain this, instead of just having a flat image in a book, you can now see it in full live action just using this cube. And the other one that I want to show you is WW Free Rivers, which is by the WWF, and it is an explanation of rivers and rainflow and the impact that has on the earth. So if I click in here, I'm going to have to find a target or a space, so you have a nice space on the floor, and then all you need to do is just tap and things will start to happen. So it's okay now, I'm ready. I'm going to step back to have a better view of the model, and then I can do things like click on it so you can engage with them, making it even more interesting. And you see the effects of things like rain on the river. and the farmers, so you can learn at the same time as doing. And it is soon going to rain. So you'll see when this rain goes away in a moment, the effect that it has on the river and the areas around it. So there's a lot more immersive experience. You don't need any image or third-party item. You just use the app and you can place it anywhere where you have a flat object. So you can see the effect there of building a dam makes the area above flood and then narrows the river as you go down. So now we're going to bust down the dam and you'll see the opposite happens here.